Worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. All right. I want to finish up the video from earlier. So this is part 2 of spiritual appreciation, right? So yeah, trees, indeed, we can regard as living wisdom, right? Because that's what they're constantly doing, is absorbing experience after experience, particularly in relationship to human beings, not even to take into account all the other things that they encounter, right? A tree could tell you the intricacies of how an ant civilization works, right? Which is a very meticulous and detailed society indeed. A tree can tell you the grand architecture of a spider's web, which any architect has, because of, as a result of their training. I'm sure they tell you a profound appreciation for the architectural genius of spider webs, right? A myriad of things that a tree comes in contact with in a 24-hour period, absorbing all that energy, all that awareness or consciousness, energetic intent, and just cataloging it in its rings, right? And that's a real bank of wisdom. Okay, folks, peace, love, respect. Have a great night. Yeah, so that is a great way for us to appreciate a tree, for example, in another way other than just something that gives us wood, right? Yeah, we can do that with anything in nature, anything in creation, right? If that's what a tree is, and a tree observes all that, and a tree is so much wisdom, imagine the same thoughts in consideration of what a planet is. Think about our beautiful planet, right? And how much it has observed, soaked in, energetically, awareness or consciousness, energetic intent, all those things for eons, right? From every kind of inhabitant, every kind of being that has walked on this planet in some way has energetically interacted with the planet, right? Talk about wisdom. And we easily disrespect our planet. Wow, right? We should, in every aspect of our daily lives, be paying homage to our wonderful planet, right? Okay. But again, if we can appreciate things on more than just, many of us literally view the planet as just a big hunk of rock floating around in space that we're using right now. And I don't blame anyone for their perception, nor do I judge them for it, right? Again, we are accustomed, particularly in this society, to observe things and to appreciate things utilizing only our 5 senses, right? And not really appreciating the more subtle aspects or the energetic aspects of the things around us, all right? So, again, I talked about trees, the planet. What about our sun? Right? Everything in our solar system, including our planet, had at one point spewed forth from our sun, right? uh, except some things whose celestial orbit could fall into question in terms of how they got into our solar system, but that's a whole nother that's a whole nother discussion. Um, but yeah, think about our sun, right, and all that it has taken in, absorbed, right, over eons and eons. Right? Talk about grand wisdom, divine wisdom. How can we not appreciate our sun and all that we get from it? Look at how we grossly underutilize the resources that we get from the sun, all the energy that we get from the sun, right? We utilize such a small percentage of it, and it can be doing us so much good, right? So much more good. So yeah, I honestly think that if we are able to look at things from a different perspective and a different capacity of sensory range, right? More than just our five senses, more than looking at something as a physical thing, but appreciating it energetically, which in my mind correlates to spiritually, right? Understanding that anything, and this again is scientifically affirmable, anything is capable of holding energy and or consciousness or awareness, right? A rock can have some level of awareness or consciousness. So I do honestly believe the more we are adjusting ourselves to be able to appreciate things again from a different perspective that takes all of the energetic or spiritual aspects into consideration, I think that that will lead us on a pathway to be able to appreciate things um, with a much greater level of gratitude, right? Appreciate everything in our lives with a much higher level of gratitude. And because of that, I believe that we will be far more responsible, right? Um, Environmentally, toward each other, and in our overall civilization, will elevate, right? Will rise because of that. Um, it is a spiritually mature civilization that is responsible to the members of that civilization, right? And to the systems that surround it, right? The ecological systems, all that plays a part in our lives or in our existence, we should respect. And with that, just something to ponder about a way that we can, perhaps a different way for many, that we can observe things, a different perspective from which to observe things, and perhaps a means for us to be able to appreciate things in a different light, uh, from a different aspect or perspective, and appreciate things energetically or spiritually, right? Spiritual appreciation, right? And folks, as human beings, we are spiritual, energetic beings. So the more that we can appreciate things along those lines, the more we are connected with everything around us, and also setting the stage for us to appreciate everything around us that much more, right? Which is very much needed, which includes us, again, appreciating each other and all that surrounds us. And if we live our lives in much greater appreciation of each other and all around us, all that surrounds us, then certainly our quality of life overall as a civilization, as a species, has to improve, right? Must improve and will improve. as we continue to do that and to get better with that. And I see us doing nothing but that, right? Um, you know, we're in a period of doing our victory lap and getting ourselves engaged and prepared for moving forward, right? Creating our own future. And I think that expanded perception, a different way of perceiving things, and most certainly appreciating things, again, from an energetic or spiritual perspective, or adopting a perspective that enables you to appreciate the energetic or spiritual aspect of things, right? Um, it only leads way to things improving with greater appreciation of ourselves and all that is around us. All right? So let's use that, folks, and let's continue to make things better. I know it's something. Yeah, that's it. Worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq hollering at you one more again. I'm out.